Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Jim Reads Too Slow. I'm Jim, of course. And December is almost over. It is grinding to a close, and it has been exhausting. Work has been rough. The weather has been brutal. It did get back up into the 40s today, which beats 14 below. Uh, it's been bitter until today. So I thought I'd wrap up my reading for the month, such as it was, and say a little something about my reading plans for January. First of all, I plan to do a lot more reading this month, but like I say, it just didn't work out. Real life intervened somewhat, but I did manage to finish 4 books. Only 4, but you know, there were ones that I'm happy with. Starting off with this one, Middlemarch by George Eliot, which I started much earlier in the year. As I've said before, this was my March of the Mammoths pick. Started it and then set it aside because I found the main character, Dorothea, in the earlier chapters to be insufferable. But, I went back to it, prodded by my wife, who started reading it along with me. And let me tell you, if you can get past that first book, book 1 of Middlemarch, at least in my experience, it gets a lot better. By the end of the book, I was in love with Dorothea. I was really rooting for Fred and Mary and some of the other stories in the novel I felt really invested in. I didn't want to put the book down. Has anybody else had that kind of experience with this book? If you have, please let me know. Another one I'm happy to have read this month is Absalom, with my half price sticker on there. Absalom by William Faulkner. This is my 4th Faulkner novel of the year, matching last year. So I've read 8 of Faulkner's novels. I wanted to get a first reading of this under my belt because last I heard, this will be the 2023 Faulkner in August read. And I wanted to have an idea of what I'll be getting into. I loved it. It's not an easy read by any means. It's a very ugly story, told masterfully. And I look forward to reading it again. I really do. Okay, so there is Hal for the Holidays. This is a reading event created by Brandy over at the Booklectic. Those taking part are reading 2 works by science fiction master Hal Clement a month, November through January, so 3 months. So in December, I read Mission of Gravity and Ocean on Top. Pretty small book there. Mission of Gravity is about a mission by humans to recover the data from a rocket that has landed on a massive, nearly disc-like, disc-shaped planet with gravity that is hundreds of times greater than on Earth, even at the poles where it's at its lightest. Or not the poles, but around the equator, where the gravity is at its lightest. And then this rocket has landed and gotten stuck there. Well, the humans want to retrieve all of the data that this rocket has collected. So they enlist the aid of the native inhabitants of the planet, these intelligent centipede-like creatures who do help out the humans, but they also have their own agenda. I really did like this book, Mission of Gravity. I would describe it more, though, as idea-driven rather than character-driven or story-driven. I mean, the story is nice, but Clement doesn't really exactly grab you with it. It's a great idea. I have to say I enjoyed the story of the in Ocean on Top more. It's about a future Earth that's trying to deal with overpopulation problems, scarce power supplies. National governments have given way to a worldwide power board that strictly rations energy use worldwide. The board's agents seek out power wasting individuals and groups and either shut them down or confiscate their power generation capabilities and add them to the overall grid. Well, three of the board's agents, one by one, go missing while investigating some strange goings on in the Pacific Ocean, beneath the Pacific Ocean. And a fourth agent goes looking for clues. Okay, full disclosure, I saw that time was running out in December, so that's the main reason why I picked this book. It's 140 pages long, but I did like it. I really did like it. Though, to tell you the truth, it maybe could have been a little bit shorter, despite some of that 1960s style sexism that was part of what drives the plot. I did like it. So okay, that's what I read in December. Now, coming up in January, I'm happy to be part of the New Worlds Science Fiction Book Club. Brand new book club. We're having our first read in January. The book chosen is Little Brother by Cory Doctorow. It's a near future dystopian, I guess, YA novel about an America that has become a police state. I don't know much about it other than that, but I'll let you know. Then I will also be starting Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. This is going to be a 6-week to 2-month project with several members of my family. I'm really looking forward to this. We've been working up to this with some smaller works, some lighter works, but this is going to be something we can really sink our teeth into. And I've been looking forward to reading this book for far too long. It's time to jump in and do it. Now, if those two aren't enough, I am going to jump on the Horatio Hornblower bandwagon. Mark over at Richardson Reads and Faith at Faith and Books are reading all of C.S. Forester's Hornblower series during 2023, starting in January, in chronological order, starting with this one, Mr. Midshipman Hornblower. I don't know if you can read the title there. It sounds fun, and so I'm going to give it a shot. If I like it, maybe I'll stick with it. I have the first two, so I can at least go that far. And I also like Mark's idea, his plan to read Louis L'Amour Sackett's novels during 2023, especially since my wife wanted to start reading this series earlier in the year during June on the Range when we bought this, which is the Sackett's Land. This is how this saga begins. It's not the first novel published in the series, but this is the like chronologically the first. So you know, I very well may join along with that as well. We'll see how it goes. So there you have it, short and sweet. I'll see if we can actually get anything read in January. But like I say, we'll give it a shot, and we'll keep you posted on the science fiction book club read. I'll try to get a video out each week on that at least. And until next time, have a good one, BookTube.